Today on Free Field Train, we are taking a look at the Olight MR2 Pro Warrior versus the Olight Warrior X. These two lights are similar in size, though their dimensions of the heads are significantly different, and they have very similar operations and clips and all of that. You can look up most of those things online to compare them back and forth for yourself, but what you can't do is hold them in your hand and see what the actual size differences of these two things are, and Beamshot both of them head to head next to each other to see what you're getting and giving away for the different form factors. So we're going to go over them very quickly and let you make your determination of which one you think is better if you're cross-shopping these two lights, which if you're watching this video, you probably are. Before we get too far into it, Olight sent the MR2 Pro Warrior in green to me. This is one of their limited production colors for this light. If you're interested in it or any of Olight's products, there's links and coupon codes and all of that down in the description. They've got a flash sale going on this particular color right as this video is being put out. So go check that out if you're interested. Now onto the lights. So the MR2 Warrior and the Warrior X are significantly different around. You can't always tell that from the specifications, but here's kind of your difference. The light heads are really different and the back ends are really not, and neither is the charging method. They use the same Olight clip-on magnetic charging system that tells you if it's charging or fully charged, that you can plug it anywhere because it runs off of a simple USB. So the back ends, everything down here looks pretty similar in diameter and operates the same way. You've got your tail cap switches where you press a little bit to get a little bit of light and a whole lot to get a whole lot of light. Both of them work pretty much the same way. It's the light heads where you start having big functional differences. The Warrior X Pro is significantly larger than the MR2 Pro. You know, what does this give us? Well, it's time to throw some beam shots in here so you can do a little bit of comparison for yourself as to whether the little extra size of the Warrior X Pro is worth it for you over this, given your requirements. If you're going to put it on a belt or something, it's not going to matter very much, but if you're going to shove it in your pocket, this is fairly large for pocket carry, and this you can get away with quite easily. So let's take a look at those beam shots side to side and let you decide which one you think is better for your purposes, giving the sizes of the lights and the output and the throw and corona that you need.
M2R Warrior Pro, low, high, M2.
Now, as you can see on these, the Warrior X Pro gives us a little more throw, which isn't shocking given the size of the reflector that we have going on here, the size of the light head. And the MR2 Pro Warrior gives us a pretty good amount of throw given the size of the light, but it gives it to us in a very, very hot spot, kind of like a coast flashlight where you have a very defined hot spot and then not a whole lot of corona. So it does give us a fair amount of throw, not as much as the Warrior X, but it does it at the detriment of it being a smooth beam shot. As far as the rest of it, aesthetically, how you guys look at it and what you want or don't want from a light, I'll let you make your decisions. All of these are shot on my phone in pro mode, so there isn't anything adjusting the light between the different shots. You can kind of see how far out you can hit things that are reflective, how far out you can hit things that are non-reflective, and be able to identify them at a distance. And what these look like both in the low mode and the high turbo mode. I will tell you on both of these lights, those high turbo modes heat up the light head very quickly. Even the Warrior X Pro with this huge head and the vents on it still heats up quite a bit. You're not going to want to run it on that turbo mode for the entire length of time that it'll operate at that. It gets very, very hot. So unless it's wintertime or you have gloves on, be expecting that from any of the lights that put out this type of power. So that is the Olight Warrior X Pro versus the MR2 Pro Warrior, in case you are cross-shopping them. Once again, links and coupon codes and all that down in the description. They got that sale going on, yada, 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 all that stuff that I have to say in order to get these lights for free, to bring them all to you, to give you these head-to-head comparisons. If you've got any suggestions for future videos, especially flashlights you want to see side by side, if you go through my playlist, you can see we've got plenty of them in inventory here, and I'd be happy to take them out and shine them around the neighborhood for you. Until next week, you guys be safe and take care of each other.
Why is it staying out?
Please.
Move out of the way.
M2. Hey, thanks for watching Free Field Training on YouTube. While you're here, check out one of our other videos, or head on over to the Patreon and see how you can get your name put on your videos like these fine folks over here. All the links are in the description, of course. We'll see you guys next time.